Hi, everybody. Alberto Contreras here, marketing manager for Latino Tax Pro. We have another live show for you today. We have Wilson and Ricardo from EPS. Hey, how's it going, Wilson and Ricardo?
Hey, Alberto, how are you?
Going good here. How you guys doing?
Yeah, no, perfect. Yeah, it's I don't even know what day it is. It's Wednesday, right? Busy Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm setting up some things real quick. Wilson, you want to say who you are, what you do, and then you, Ricardo, you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Wilson, and I work in the Merchant Services Division at EPS Financial. We handle everything that has to do with electronic payments as far as the merchant services side. We are purely dedicated to the tax professional, so we do know the tax professional's business, and we also do cater to the tax professional referrals, and we can set up, a merchant account for non-tax businesses. So that's what we do, merchant services.
Merchant services. Cool. And what's your role there, Wilson? Because I know whenever you're on, a lot of people always say, hey, hi, Wilson. It seems like everybody knows you.
A lot of the Latino tax customers know me. I do go to a lot of the shows. I do a lot of the regional shows. So what we notice with the Latino customers is we're about relationships. So, after we do our classes and after we do our seminars, we usually go out to dinner. We talk about soccer and we talk about our countries and food. And, I'm famous for taking everybody out to dinner to, some different types of food. So that's probably why they know me. And merchant services.
Everybody watching, you want a free dinner? Go find
I didn't say free now.
Cool. And what's your role there, Ricardo? What do you do at EPS?
Ricardo Figueroa. I manage the sales team, part of the sales team at EPS. So I just manage bank products. We manage large relationships. All of our relationships, we help out all of our customers. Our goal is, to provide a convenient refund transfer service for all of our customers. So basically part of the sales team.
Perfect. Yeah, so you were talking about two things, merchant services and refund transfers. Are those two different things? And EPS does both?
That's correct.
Yes, yeah, they are two different things.
Cool. Okay, can you explain a little bit more about the differences? What's a merchant service and what's the refund transfer part?
So EPS was known for the refund transfers, correct? So they've been in the industry, and that was our main business. It still is our main business. But we've noticed that there were transactions in the tax office that we weren't capitalizing on. So that's when we kind of got into that industry. We were hearing our customers talk about, their different opinions about their current merchant services. We established a program that was made for the tax professional in mind. And the program, soared, and it has, it has been successful. And through that program, we've been able to grow every year and, cater, serve our customers and also serve their customers, which is great. And I'll let Ricardo do our refund transfers.
Yeah, we have refund transfers. We've been in business since 2009. It's been an exciting 11 years now. Been with the company for most of that time. We offer unique bank products. So we have the lowest cost bank product in the industry. We make sure we have the highest rebate in the industry. Just keep it as low cost as possible to the customer, to the ERO and to the customer. And the goal is just to help the customer, the ERO, get their tax preparation fee paid and assist the customer.
Perfect. Yeah, for everybody watching, everybody tuning in, if you have any questions or comments, or just want to say hi to Wilson and Ricardo, let us know in the comment section below. And,
hi, guys.
Yeah, we have a few people saying, Esperanza, our staff member, she's like, hey, Ricardo. And for everybody watching, EPS is our preferred bank provider, one of them. We've been using you guys actually at our retail offices for quite a while for like the credit card processors.
Yeah,
and I know we've never looked back. It's been great.
Yeah, so we actually customized the program for Latino tax professional and also the tax office, the Lopez taxes. Yeah, like I said, our programs are catered towards a tax professional, as to where other banks might, they do merchant services for all types of businesses. So their
Mm.
programs are pretty
Mhm.
much general. They're general and for a pizza shop, for a restaurant, for a clothing store, as to where we created our programs with the
Mm.
tax professional in mind.
For the tax pro, which is everybody watching. Um, let's get into it real quick. Can you explain that fiasco that happened? What was it, last week, with the stimulus payments and those weird account numbers?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a little messy. Thank God is behind us. The
Mhm.
taxpayers are all receiving their funds. Just to go back a little bit, so that customers understand. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure they know this and they've been hearing it from everybody for the last 2 weeks. A refund transfer is there to process the tax return. We're not allowed to process a stimulus check.
Mhm.
There was an error with the IRS. They did send some of those stimulus funds to us in error. We returned them right away back to the IRS so that the IRS returned it, reprocessed them last week and got those out to customers, whether it's direct deposit or with a check. The checks have been mailed out and people are already getting their checks, which is great news for the taxpayers. But just a little bit more info, like the customers, these refund transfer products are temporary account numbers. So that's what the IRS had, the temporary account number. That's not an actual bank account number. So the funds we couldn't accept it because we're not an actual bank account. To give a little more details.
Because I guess from the taxpayer's perspective, they found out about that tool, get my payment tool, and then they go in there and check it out, and they see their money was deposited into a random account number.
Yeah.
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 And then a lot of accusations happened. I know some of our members were getting accused of stealing.
Yeah. And we try to help out as best as possible. We created, emails and communications for our customers to communicate to their customers. Our customer support was open all day. We even had online chat so that we can make sure that no one was being missed and supported. So we did help out and support the customers as much as possible. Our goal was to support them throughout this the stimulus check issue.
Yeah, and we got a question from somebody named Suzelle Alvarez. You kind of already talked a little bit about it, but how did you guys handle the stimulus issue that happened? Can you kind of explain EPS's mindset of when this was happening?
The mindset was we knew we couldn't accept them or process them. We knew it would cause more issues for the tax preparer. Also, with everything with the COVID-19 going on, we felt it would be a little safer, even if we had the option to process them. Why would we do that to our customers? They would have to go into the store to pick up a check. That would cause more issues. And we were assured by the IRS that they would reprocess these payments as fast as possible once they received them back. So we automatically sent those customers funds back to the IRS for reprocessing. There were some issues with the IRS website a week ago, and they worked through those. I think the IRS did a really good job working through that and updating their website as fast as possible. I mean, it's the IRS. They did a lot better than we all thought they would do. And this is a large funding that they process for stimulus checks for the whole entire country. So I think it was a little hard for a few days, but I think everybody got through it, and then customers are getting their money. I mean, taxpayers are getting their money, and that's what we want to make sure the taxpayers got their money without incurring any fees or any more delays. So from what we're hearing from the IRS, that all the customers have received direct deposits and checks that were affected by the funds coming to us.
Perfect. Yeah, that was quick. Sometimes I like to tell the taxpayers and the tax pros is the IRS dispersed a huge amount of money in a few days. Yeah, and I mean that's a lot of logistics there, a lot of coding, a lot of software that had to happen real quick, and it worked out pretty well. Wilson, real quick, kind of change the subject here. What's that background you got?
That is actually from a picture from the Latino Tax Wine Tour. So I figured I'd honor you guys with that today. Just since I can't be there personally, remembering you guys there.
You're there in spirit. You just need your glass of wine.
That's it.
Cool. So this everything that happened, the taxpayers received their funds, so they're happy now. What about the tax pros? Are they still kind of iffy about it, or are they kind of all right? It happened. Let's move on.
No, for the most part, we're getting positive feedback now. I mean, they had some issues, and we provided them with as much information as possible so that they can, deal with their customers and provide their customers with best information. But I think for the most part, from what I'm hearing, and I think Wilson too, we're speaking to our customers every day. We're emailing them, calling them to make sure they're okay. And for the most part, everyone's happy. Overall, they're very happy with the way we handled it. I think most of our customers, I'm 100% happy with what they're saying. They're happy that we didn't even process them. They didn't want to go through that headache anyway. They're already trying to stay in business and deal with social distancing. So they're already creating plans to keep on during tax returns for the rest of the season. As you know, we are still processing returns. We have the extension to July 15. So they're trying to focus on that and not get hindered by the stimulus check issues.
All right. Well, we got a few other comments. Somebody said that's the Salinas Valley behind Wilson. Is EPS going to the tax forums? Are they going to see you there and maybe get some lunch?
Yeah, we've been talking about that. As of right now, yeah, we are attending the IRS shows.
If they still go on, right? We haven't really.
If they still go on, I know, people are changing dates around depending on how the states open and all that good stuff. So yeah, we plan on attending. We plan on doing some other fun things with our customers this year with social distancing, probably going to be in effect for a little while longer. So we'll be out and about and doing a lot of cool things for our customers and making sure we stay in front of them and support them throughout the summer. And I think everybody should just look out for the emails and webinars that we're going to be announcing and, make sure they're getting that info and sign up.
Nice, got some things coming. So you, both of you working for the bank, you probably deal with thousands of tax pros. Is there any patterns or trends that you've seen that's happened since the shelter-in-place orders and the COVID-19 pandemic?
I think people are just changing the way they run their business. So, and I think our tax partners are doing a really good job. They are, social distancing, creating appointments, using Zoom, using a drop-off your tax documents for preparation. So I think everybody's adapting really well. We are seeing a little influx in returns coming in, which is great. And I think for the most part, people are trying to stay open and continue the process for the summer, especially with the extension. People, that didn't file before and using tax preparers now, which is exciting.
Yeah, and on the merchant services side, we have seen some changes. Obviously, some of the retail stores that were used to taking card present transactions, restaurants, we know their volume, they're not actually processing at full capacity. They had to adjust where, they might be doing takeout orders. So, the way you set them up is important. We have seen our tax professionals too, the ones that were, before saying, I don't want to take credit cards. I only want checks. I know my customers. I know everybody. Well, now we're getting calls. Hey, I need to, to send an invoice through an online payment gateway. I need to, now bill through a secure portal. So now we're looking at, taking credit cards, and even the ones that do card present, they must have the equipment to be able to take what's called a contactless payment, which will help, which is your Apple Pay, your Google Wallet, where you're not taking the card out, you're just scanning your phone and getting it near it. There you go. So those are some of the things that we've been seeing on the merchant services side. A lot of changing to card not present and electronic pay, recurring billing, invoicing, as opposed to the old way of just a credit card machine.
Yeah.
So I think. Yeah, so it's all adjusting. People are just adjusting and just doing what they have to do.
Yeah.
Let's stay on this topic for a little bit. Does if somebody's using EPS for the merchant services, can they do contactless payment and send invoices online and open up some sort of credit card form or something?
Yes, yes. So the credit card machines that we deploy already have contactless features. So that's already, we don't deploy non-contactless or non-EMV. And then if you're not taking customers present, card, you're not seeing customers, we would just change your account over from a retail or card present account to what's called a Moto or an e-commerce account, which would be Moto is a mail order, telephone order. And that will give you access to an online payment gateway such as authorize.net. And through there, you can do, recurring invoicing. You can add and make a payment button to your website. It gives you a lot of different features.
Wow, and that's already how you said, kind of built in with the machines they already have.
Well, yeah, it's built into their merchant account.
Okay,
we would have to change their merchant type from a card present, which is retail, to a e-commerce or card not present type account.
Yeah, because that's a lot of the feedback that we've been getting. Like, hey, how do I take payment when the person's not here in front of me? And right, or how do I transfer documents and all that kind of stuff? But payment's always one of the most important ones, because they got to get paid for their work.
So if you're set up to take payments with a credit card machine, you're set up for card present. You can take that payment over the phone. You can, like a restaurant or a pizza shop, they can, or a tax office, they can, ask for the credit card information and enter it manually on the credit card machine. It's good if you're doing it very little, but if you're going to constantly do that, you're paying a higher rate for that. It's called a non-qualified, or it's downgrading that transaction. So if you are going to switch totally to that, then the best option just would be to, change your account over to a card not present, where you're not downgrading because you're keying in. It would just set you up correctly.
Got it. All right, we have
another.
Oh no, go ahead. It was a question. Finish.
No, so if it's a temporary thing, it's fine. But if it's more of a permanent, we would just change. You need to change it over.
And it's a simple process, right, Wilson? You just got to give us a call.
It's just a change in terms. So you signed an application saying you wanted this. We're just changing the terms, which is a letter saying we're changing from this to this, and you sign it. That's all it is.
Yeah, and then that's it. And then they're good to go.
Yeah, but if they change the file like a day, and you're good to go. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So somebody's asking, will EPS be having webinars in the future? Just kind of showing how to help them as a tax pro.
Yeah, we are. We're planning on having a bunch throughout the summer. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll start announcing the types and dates of webinars we have. Just some, like helping you market your business, how to use best practices for bank products, how to use a prepaid card. We have a great card program that we offer taxpayers, which helps them get their refund even faster than normal regular funding. There are incentives on that, and just with all of our disbursements with the check, direct deposit. But we're planning on, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to email us at sales@epsfinancial.net with any ideas for webinars. But yeah, we're going to have a whole schedule for the whole summer. We're really excited about them, and we're going to upload them to our site so that if you miss it, you can still see them later on. It'll be really cool.
Perfect. Yeah, got to keep it going.
Yeah, education is huge.
Somebody's saying the PAX credit card machines are awesome, easy to use. Is that one of your machines?
Yeah, it's one that we deploy.
One that you deploy.
But there is one that's actually a new version just came out of that. So those are pretty much going to be gone. And there's a new version. It's more like an app-based one, like a smartphone, where you can download apps to the new PAX depending on what you need, like an appointment setting app, or maybe like an employee punch-in app, whatever, it has an app store basically. And you just download what you need.
And we just had a meeting this morning with our retail tax office side, and we were telling the tax preparers, like, hey, our numbers are down, right, across the country. The numbers are down, but tax season is extended until July 15th. So you're still gonna be getting busy throughout this time. And then you might have that huge rush right at the end of July. Is that something that your members are kind of worried about too? Like, oh, my tax season sucked.
Yeah, I think everybody's still pushing. It was a little slow, it was a little different this year, but I think for the most part, all of our customers are still pushing. And like I said, they are just shifting the way they process returns a little bit. But everybody is open which is really exciting, and we still are providing refund transfers for the customers. We're helping them through that process. So we're here to support them. And if you're looking for a new bank or if you want to change, our enrollment is still open. I know there's some changes in the industry right now. We're working on next season, some exciting programs for next season.
Nice.
Yeah. We're also working on our loan program for your offices for the tax preparer. So our partners will have large amounts of loans, offering them earlier, hopefully a little earlier this year.
Can you talk a little bit more about those loans? Those are not the PPP loans, right? Those are
not a PPP loan. No. So it's just our normal loan program that we've had for the last few years. So we're going to continue that. We like to be the first ones that start funding our partners. So as early as possible, as early as we get enrollment open, we start funding. Last year, we funded our customers starting October 1st. So we're looking at that date again for this upcoming season. But it's an exciting tool. Like it's a low cost loan. We only charge $10 on 1,000. We start charging that in January, and then we collect on their fees. Well, when their tax prep fees come in, we'll take 50% of the fees to pay off the loan. But yeah, I know that's going to be a big help to customers this year, especially with the way businesses and if they can't make their numbers.
That's not bad. $10 for 1,000, and then you take it from their fees. So yeah,
and we don't take it all at one time. We let them come in 50%. Yeah, the customers love it. I think it's low cost. It's probably the lowest cost in the industry.
Nice
for a loan.
Yeah, so with everything kind of how you were saying, this year was different. A lot of things changed. A lot of legislation
it's been a different year.
What is your opinion on the future of the tax industry? Right, where do you kind of see it going?
I hope to see it continue to grow. I think it'll grow more. I think people, the customers, the taxpayers realize tax preparers are important. I think online self-service is what it is, but it's not as good as going to a professional tax preparer. I think as an industry as a whole, we keep pushing marketing our services. I think it will grow. I feel like it's going to grow.
Yeah. You got anything to add to that, Wilson?
Yeah, I think it's customers are going to need to adjust. You're as a tax professional, and even on the merchant side, everyone's going to have to adjust to the changes. As you were saying with the volume, we saw the same thing on the merchant side where March and the last 2 weeks of March and the first 2 weeks of April is when like our volume was like the highest it always is, and then the day after tax day, everything just drops. And this is, I've seen it. Yeah, it's a lot, it's a little lower than what it was, but it's more steady. And I think that you're correct. It's probably a little more spread out where everybody's not so much in a hurry to get everything in by the date. So you might see that big rush before the July 15th. It just might be extended. So yeah, I think it's a little early to see if our numbers are down.
Yeah. And then, people, doesn't matter what it is, always wait till the last minute, right?
Yeah.
So same thing with these taxpayers. They'll probably wait till July 15th. I like how you said, Ricardo, about the DIY. It is what it is. It's here and it's here to stay, but it's not perfect, right? It's not perfect. People are always having issues with it.
They're not getting advice from the DIY site. Your tax preparer can give you advice on how to file your taxes, what types of deductions you should claim, etc. So this is it's important service.
No, definitely. We tell our members, you need to see yourselves as financial advisors, as trusted advisors. You are more than just a machine that does taxes, right? You're helping people with their financials.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, perfect. With all that said, is there anything that either of you would like to tell our members before we part ways? A lot of people probably aren't happy with their banks right now. So if they want more information, what should they do?
Yeah, they can visit us at epstax.net. They can also email us or go on our online chat on our website. Our email is epstax@epstax.net. EPSTax.net. Yeah, and visit us online. We have the lowest cost bank product. You know, we have all 3 disbursements available. We have a card at as low as no cost. We have direct deposits and check. I would probably this would be a great time to put, to tell your customers about a card, because you can give them the card. They don't have to come back to location to help with social distancing, etc. The card is no cost. There are some incentives for the tax preparer on there, and the taxpayer gets their refund faster. But yeah, I think we're open. We're not closing our enrollment. We're here to support you guys. If you're having issues with your current bank, please feel free to give us a call. We're available all day long. We're online, via email. Yeah, we're here to support and help you out however you need, even if it's for next season or you just want a question to be answered. We're here to support you guys, and really appreciate you guys at Latino Tax Pro, and hope everybody keeps social distancing and taking care of themselves.
Yeah, and start wearing masks.
Yeah,
I guess we have a comment. Somebody saying that they've tried to call, but nobody's answering. Should they try the chat? Should they, send an email?
No, we're open. I know we had 2 days this season where our phones were busy, and that was first major funding.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week we did have a busy day, but we were still answering. We had a whole time. But yeah, I'm really proud of our customer service and support in general. We didn't really have a whole time at all this season, which was terrific. But yeah, I would tell them to call back or visit us on our website. We do have online chat, but we have support is open right now. Yeah, I would tell them to call back. I'm not sure what is going on.
Yeah.
If they want, they could reach out to me on Facebook. My name is Sonny Ricardo Figueroa on Facebook, and I can help them out as well.
Perfect. Cool. You got anything to add to that, Wilson?
Yeah, so we were talking about value adds. So just one of the value adds that you can add as a tax professional is you can help your clients with their merchant services. When you're doing that bookkeeping, let EPS review those statements, see if we can help them out. That brings value add to your clients, help them out. A lot of restaurants want to do cash only. Now is not a good time to be doing that. So this is a good time for tax professionals to tell them that. We can cater programs to them, and same thing with tax professional offices. We're there to assist you. We have programs dedicated to the tax office, all types. No rate, monthly fee programs, limited only during tax season. So we have a whole sales team there ready to assist you guys, and yeah, we're a full payment processor to be able to assist.
Perfect. Yeah, it sounds like EPS is there ready to serve their customers during these hard times.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody said, thank you for your support in these hard times. Yeah, I mean, it's hard sometimes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So with the busy days, I just want to note, as a team, I mean, we were all on the phone that time answering that type, even the ones I usually don't do that type of call. And we all were helping out because it was, a lot of calls coming in that day. So I think we all, as a team, chipped in and helped out to be able to,
and kept
adjust.
Going.
Adjust, like we said.
Yeah, we adjusted. We're all working from home. The whole company's working from home. Our call centers, reps are working from home. So we're live. We track all that. Our online chat people are online. Yeah. We try to make sure everyone's safe and keep on working.
Yeah, try to keep the economy going because all of us here are essential services. So we have a responsibility where we need to serve our customers.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for taking the time to join us. Thank you, everybody watching. If you like these, make sure to follow, like, and subscribe. And let us know who you want on here next. I know some people have been asking us for some tax softwares. I would like maybe, Wilson, we could get you on again where we could explore merchant services a little further and how that could help their clients that are struggling right now.
Sure.
Because I know here in our community, payment is a big one. They don't know how to take payment online or not in person. So other people are probably experiencing that as well.
Sure. Yeah. Happy to do that.
Cool. All right.
And we'll keep in contact with you guys for our webinars and other ideas that we have going on.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool.
All right, thanks for this time. Good to see everybody over there.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe.